First of all, today we're at Basel World in the Gucci booth, and we're sitting with a very powerful man in the watch industry. And tell us a little about, now that Gucci Group has acquired you, where you're looking to go into the future, how exciting it is now to have such a great brand behind you, obviously with their financial wealth, but also their marketing arm and their strengths. Tell us a little about where you plan to take the brand in the ultra-luxury market.
I would say that there are different answers to your question. The first one is that, of course, as known since last summer, the PPR Group bought the majority of the Sowind Group, which gives, of course, an extreme solidity to all the plans that we're going to do. The second part, or the second way to answer, is what are the plans that we do anyhow as Girard-Perregaux and then also JeanRichard brands inside the Sowind Group. And we have for both brands quite a lot of programs and projects, particularly at GP. We are basically implementing all, I would say, work which is already extremely appreciated and extremely known, especially in the high end of the watch industry, by all on the product. So we are going to introduce a new product already at the end of this year, plus a big program for 2013. We have also started a cooperation with one of the greatest inventors of watchmaking, who is Dominique Loiseau, who has been introduced at the ACCIage in January. So we are also believing that he is going to bring to us an incredible series of great complication and very interesting watches. And we are also working to reinforce even more what already exists since years in the marketing and communication, with a lot of attention on all what is the new social media, web and digital, and on top of that a lot of PR events around the world to communicate the beauty of the brand, and also I would say the richness in history, in heritage, the strong image that has been built through all this year. We are talking about a brand with a 221 year of history, which is really rare and a rich history.
One of the announcements about 2-3 weeks ago was you announced a new president, Mr. Margolis from the Hublot brand. Tell us a little about that decision and why you decided to bring him aboard on the U.S. operations.
US is a very important market. It still remain one of the most significant for different reasons, not only for the kind of clients that are in US and very passionate about the high end of the watch industry and the different brands, particularly Girard Perragaux, but also because it's a market which influences other markets. If you are successful in New York and in the United States, you can be for sure successful in many other markets, even other than Latin America, which is naturally influenced by the United States. And we have a plan. We have a plan for the United States. The plan is really to get very big in that market, and to do so we need one of the best experts of the market. And Mike, we know each other since kind of a long time. I appreciate him as one of the best watch passionate. He's first a watch passionate, and then he's a watch professional, but he has an incredible passion from the time of the time zone, and I'm sure that he's going to bring our brand and implement all the strategy that we are putting in place.
Do you plan to ever open up boutiques, or do you plan to use Mike's knowledge and really work with your co-op partners and really develop the brand in your local partners throughout the country?
We have already a beautiful boutique in Madison Avenue in New York. For sure, boutique or retail could always be in the plan. I think that every single strategy has different steps, and in this moment we are looking to reinforce the partnership with the current partners, open up new partners interested in the brand. We are quite a large part of the United States still to discover in a certain sense, and that is the first priority. And I would say maybe in a couple of years we will be ready also to jump into more retail and this kind of operation.
Obviously you're the head of the company, and with the economy going, where do you see a lot of the buyers and the luxury consumer? Do you see Latin America as hot, Asia, Russia, Middle East? Do you see everything, or where are you guys seeing a lot of the buyers of the watch industry coming from?
Today the market is definitely a global market. We see like in Europe quite a lot of the sales are influenced by Chinese tourists, as it was years ago with the Japanese or the Korean. Asia is still moving, still giving very, very strong results. As Girard Perragaux, we are particularly strong in all Asia and China. But one growing market for sure is Latin America, not just one or two countries. I would say more or less all the countries, they show a very interesting potential and very interesting clients. So we are very confident in what we can do in all Americas, from Canada down to Latin America, and that's why also we are concentrating quite a big effort starting from US.
What is your favorite watch, GP watch? What do you usually wear, during the day? During the day, like at work, and then what's your favorite watch to wear, like on a special occasion? I know there's a lot of them, but
exactly. Not easy to answer. There is a very good larger choice. For just practical reason, I wear with a lot of pleasure the Chrono WWTC. I have a steel version with a white dial, and I really love that watch with a brown croco bracelet. And especially for weekends and sport activities, but I wear the watch for a long time, is the Sea Oak. I have a Sea Oak also in steel with a black dial and black bezel, and I really love that watch. Very comfortable on the wrist, and it's really something that gives a lot of pleasure.
And if money wasn't a concern, what watch, if you had a friend and said, look, I want to buy any watch, money's not a concern, what would you recommend to them?
I think that we are offering in the high-end, in the, let's say, kind of a tourbillons collection, some of the most beautiful, very, very easy also to recognize thanks to the three bridges. And any one of these collection is fantastic. Now we are introducing a new one, is the actual tourbillon that is going to come. We already had, but a new version is going to come at the end of this year. Fantastic. In Geneva we presented a minute repeater, very classical watch with an incredible sounds. Those watches are just a piece of art.
Well, thank you for your time, as I know you're very busy, and have a good day, sir.
Thank you.